So glad to have you back on what's trending from LadeyNews. And let's begin from here. NYC announces November 6, 2025 for the 2024 Batch C Stream 1 passing out ceremony. The National Youth Service Corps NYC has fixed Thursday, November 6, 2025 as the official passing out date for members of the 2024 Batch C Stream 1 in a statement signed by the Director of Information and Public Relations, Ms. Caroline. The NYC management approved a low-key ceremony to conclude the service year, which began with the orientation course between October 2023 or October 3rd and November 12, 2024. According to the statement, activities leading to the event will include career guidance, job advisory sessions, and counseling for core members across local government areas nationwide. FG orders strict enforcement of no work, no pay policy on striking ASU members. The federal government has instructed vice chancellors of federal universities to fully implement the no work, no pay directive against members of Academic Staff Union of Universities ASU participating on the ongoing strike. This directive was contained in a circular dated October 13, 2025 and signed by the Minister of Education, Dr. Tunji Alausa. Copies of the circular were distributed to the head of service of the Federation, the Permanent Secretary of the Ministry of Education, all federal university pro-chancellors and Director Generals of the Budget Office and Accountant General of the Federation and Executive Secretary of the National University Commission. Olurenimi Tinubu disburses 25 million to empower 500 Plateau women. Nigeria's First Lady Senator Oluremi Tinubu has provided financial support of 500 women in Plateau State, giving each beneficiary a 50,000 naira grant to boost their small-scale businesses, represented by Ms. Helen, wife of the Plateau State Governor. Ms. Tinubu explained that the empowerment initiative is part of her Renewed Hope initiative implemented in partnership with the Tony Elubelu Foundation. She expressed appreciation to the foundation for its 1 billion donation to support 18,500 women nationwide, adding that women from all 36 states of the Federation of the FCT will receive similar business grants. NEMA urges investment in disaster prevention and community resilience. National Emergency Management NEMA has called for greater investment in disaster prevention and community reliance, describing it as more effective and sustainable approach to emergency management. Nura Abdullahi, head of NEMA's Kano Operation Office, made the appeal during the Stakeholders Forum held in Kano on Monday to mark the 2025 International Day for Disaster Risk Reduction. The meeting theme, Fund Resilience, Not Disasters, brought together representatives from government agencies, security services, humanitarian organizations, and the media to discuss strategies for improving national disaster preparedness and response systems. FG to support flood-prone communities in managing their own safety. Vice President Kashim Shettima has announced that the federal government is developing plans to ensure communities vulnerable to flooding to manage their own safety and resilience measures. Speaking at the 2025 International Day for Disaster Risk Reduction in Abuja, Shettima emphasized that true preparedness requires local empowerment. A statement by Stanley Nwokocha, Senior Special Assistant to the President on Media and Communications, noted that the initiative is part of a broader effort to mitigate increasing frequency of flood-related disaster nationwide. CAF confirms Morocco as host of the 2026 World Cup Africans Playoff. The Confederation of African Football, CAF, has confirmed Morocco as the official host of the African Playoff tournament that will determine the continent's final qualifier for the 2026 FIFA World Cup. In a circular release on Monday, CAF disclosed that the mini-tournament featuring 4 teams will take place in November 2025, with semi-final matches scheduled for November 13 and the final on November 16th. Morocco, which is already set to host the 2025 World Cup of Nations AFCON, will stage the playoff to decide which team advances in the intercontinental playoff round for a spot at the World Cup. Sunday Olise, why I declined to sue NFF over unpaid salaries. Former Super Eagles coach Sunday Olise has revealed that He chose not to take legal actions against the Nigerian Football Federation (NFF) despite being owed $26,000 unpaid wages from his 2015 to 2016 tenure. Speaking on the Home Truck podcast, the 51-year-old tactician said he refrained from suing the federation because he did not want to be perceived as working against his country. Olise, however, expressed disappointment that the debt remained unsettled years after his departure. And now, Premier League returns. Arsenal, Liverpool, City, and Chelsea faces tough four-game stretch. The international break concludes tomorrow, paving the way for the resumption of the English Premier League this weekend as players return from national duty. While some managers are relieved to have key players back in full fitness, others await medical updates on stars injured during the World Cup qualifiers and friendly matches. As training resumes, attention turns to an intense title case in the 2025-2026 session. After 7 rounds, Arsenal lead with 16 points, followed closely by Liverpool 15, Tottenham and Bournemouth 14 each, Manchester City 13, Crystal Palace 12, and Chelsea 11. With just 5 points separating the top 7 teams, the battle for supremacy promises to be fierce as domestic action resumes. And that's all we have for you on what's trending from LadeyNews. Thank you for staying tuned, and bye for now.